Hello everybody, we are live. Happy and Merry Christmas Eve. My name is Chris. This is my channel, We Love Comics, and today, of course, is December 24th, 2019. The year is almost over, Christmas is almost here, and it is currently in the early to mid 70s here in Florida. So this is something I got to get used to, but it's what I call a pleasant thing to get used to. And I got a comic book unboxing, actually 2 boxes. So I'll let you guys in the chat choose what you think will be the one that you want to see first. Because one, we have a Silver Age key, and the other, I don't know what's in it because when I moved, we had so many boxes and so many things to unpack that a lot of the boxes never got checked. And if you wait too long, there's no longer tracking numbers on eBay. So there are probably, I have 24 boxes, if not more, and packages that I've received that I don't know what's in them. So I'm going to do some videos where I'm going to do some unboxings and we'll learn together what's actually inside them. But I want to make sure there's a key issue to go with it, because I got a lot of key issue books as well that I've been getting lately. And the good thing is I was able to put a lot of them on credit cards, and it was like 14 months, no interest, no payments. So it definitely allowed me to make some extra purchases and get some key books that I want to share with you. So some of these books you may know that I show throughout the videos. Some you may never have heard of. So it's always good to watch these because you can get an idea of certain books that you may not have been familiar with. And that's one of the reasons why I watch other people's videos. So before I start, I want to say hello to the people that arrive here first. Stay until the end. Make sure you come into the live chat and talk up a storm up there. Just be kind to everybody. Usually 99.9% of the time, everybody's fun and has a good time with it. But I always do a surprise subscriber shout out at the end. You don't have to be a subscriber, but I hope you will, and I earn your subscription. So we're going to say hi to Q-Bull, who is here first. Paul May is here. Michael P., Mr. Comics 89, one of my moderators. Always good to see you, and a definite Ultra Power viewer. So let us know if you are a Power viewer or an Ultra Power viewer. Power viewers are people who watch the video from beginning to end. Ultra Power viewers are people who watch all of the videos they see of mine from beginning to end. Now, we're going by the honor system, so, you know, there's no way I can ever verify it anyway. But Mr. Comics is definitely one of my Ultra Power viewers. Desi is here. Robotech is here. Ronald is here. Says Merry Christmas. Yeah, he says you are Comic Santa. That's very kind of you. So he's basically saying I'm old and overweight and a mystical being. But I still appreciate the sentiment. Joseph is here. Ben is here. Collector is here. We got James is here. He says hit that like button. I appreciate that statement. Thank you. O. Perry is here, gave it a thumbs up. Scott is here. James, Steven, and many more. And don't forget, guys, I will post the link to the cashback program. And if you're interested in any of my comics that I'm selling, I don't sell them all, but some of my duplicates and things I am still selling because it helps pay the bills. The cashback program is something, it's free to sign up if you click the link. If you spend $25 or more within the first 90 days, you get $10 additional cash back. And speaking of $25, on eBay right now, it's invitation only, unfortunately. But if you got the invitation, it's good until Christmas, where if you spend $25 or more on eBay on anything, 10% eBay bucks. And if you do less than 25, it's still 8%, which is much better than the 1% that you normally get on eBay bucks. If you don't know what that is, I have videos that will tell you about it. Sign up for it if you live in the continental United States, Canada, or some of the territories. So enough of the chit-chat. We have enough people in here. Have conversations with yourselves. So I'm going to let you guys decide. I got 2 boxes here. This one is a Silver Age key. This one, I have no idea what's in it. It's been so long. You can see the box is a little crushed, so, I mean, if this is damaged, there's nothing I can do at this point, because it's definitely been over 60 days. Which one, in the comment section, you guys mark down which one do you want me to open up first, and I'm going to do a lot more videos. I may do a video tomorrow, it depends. One of the things moving to Florida is all my family is basically back in New York, so I won't be seeing them for Christmas, unfortunately. But, of course, they will be in my heart, so I may do a video tomorrow, I'm not sure. But if you're one of those people that maybe has to work or just has some extra time because they got tired of their family, check it out just in case, but I can't guarantee it. All right, so, and speaking of Florida, if you're in the Florida area, and I'm saying all this to get people to have time to do the, which they prefer. If you're in the Pinellas Park area, I guess that includes Tampa, St. Pete, Largo, Clearwater, all of those areas. I'm starting to memorize some towns. I am every weekend at the Wagon Wheel Flea Market, Booth N50. Hopefully you'll check me out. If you pay cash for anything, I always work out deals. So make sure you come down and check me out. So it seems like a couple people said the Crush Box. They said surprise us. Wild Child, you have not missed it, so welcome. Alright, so we'll do... Shadow says I bought Avenging Spider-Man number 9 for £2.99 pounds. That's pretty awesome. Alright, so it looks like it's pretty even. So we'll just go first with the Silver Age Key comic. This is a book I've never owned before, so it won't be one of those videos where I show a book that I've shown 20 times. But if anything, if you see comics that I get multiple times, that means, in my opinion, they are pretty valuable and definitely worth getting. And one of the things I always say is, always good to have multiple copies of books if you can get them, because then if you want to trade for something that you know, something else that you want, or if you need to sell a book to pay bills or, you know, buy somebody a Christmas present or whatever, having extra of the copies of the same book means you can sell it or trade it and still have it. Another thing I always say is sometimes people will see a book that I show that can have a lot of potential financially and say, oh, well, I don't like that book, or I don't like that artist, or I don't like that company. And I always say it's easier to sell or trade a book you don't like. It's the ones that we love that we find a harder time trying to sell or trade. So sometimes it actually, if you're doing it for investment purposes, sometimes it actually pays to get books that you may not like that have potential financial, like, for example, like, let's say you hate Fantastic Four number 48, first appearance of the Silver Surfer and the cameo of Galactus. Well, that book's going to continue to rise because of the fact that they haven't even made any official announcements in the MCU, other than the fact that, you know, Disney acquired Fox properties. Once they do that, those books are going to go up. So if you hate that book for whatever reason and you have it, you can make a nice profit off it, and you won't get that, you know, seller's remorse of selling a book that you really loved. So sometimes it pays to buy books you don't like. Alright, so this is a DC book. I mostly collect Marvel. Ooh, this is nice. But I don't mind DC at all. This is definitely better than what it looked like in the pictures. Of course, I have to open it up and check it. So if anybody wants to render a guess, it is a 10-cent issue. So it is early Silver Age, which means it's about probably between 1956 and 1963. And of course, I always mention what the price is that I paid for it. And you guys got to let me know if you think this was a good buy. So this looks like from, I mean, obviously I have to check the whole thing, but from the outside, this looks like between a 4 and a 4.5. Does have a little bit of rusty staples, but that's okay. Cover looks pretty good. So here is the key Silver Age issue. And that is Flash, issue number 110. Now, if you're not familiar with the Flash series, technically Flash number quote-unquote 1 is issue number 105. So this is a very early Flash issue in his Silver Age run. And this is also the first appearance of Kid Flash. So this is a very key book. One I've never owned. One I've always wanted to get, because I really love this cover. And as you could see, I mean, there's a little bit, probably hard to see, a little bit of color break. Let me try and angle it. But there's a little bit of color break at the top right here. But it's probably hard to see. There we go. Let me do this. Try and... yeah, it's going to be hard to see, but that's because it's so small. Not... I don't see any spine ticks. I mean, a little bit of edge wear, and that's expected for a book that old. The corners look pretty darn good. I mean, look how tight that top corner is, and the same thing with the bottom, because that one usually gets the most wear and tear. No fox ears. No, or dog's ears, actually. Dog ears means it bends over and kind of looks like a folded dog's ear. there's usually, a lot of times, there's a lot of creases, but you could see no creases along the corner, so whoever owned this really took care of it. The only major problem that I could see, and again I have to open the book, is there's a little bit of edge wear on the top, but very minor. In 1, 2, 3 places on the top, there's a little chipping. And from the 10-cent mark to the edge, there's some color breaking along the top here. A couple of little lines that go into the top of the DC logo here. But other than that, that looks pretty good. This might even hit a 5.0 to a 5.5 now that I'm looking at it. But again, I always tell people, because a lot of people judge their books based on the cover. You got to look on the inside. The staples also factor in. Got to make sure there's no coupons or any pages missing. So I'm basing it on what I'm seeing, but I will obviously, if I get this graded, and I think I will send this one in to get graded, this book could come back pretty nice. So I got this for a pretty good price. A book in this grade, around a 4.5 to 5.0, is usually around $500 to $600, give or take. Of course, that's GoCollect.com's graded version. But even with that, I still think I paid a good price for this. And Neelot says he made a live stream again. I'm glad you're here. And everybody said Merry Christmas back. Notice I don't say Happy Holidays. I mean, if you don't celebrate Christmas, that's fine. But if anybody gets offended by somebody, wishing somebody a Merry Christmas, I hope you just find better things to be angry about than somebody trying to say something kind. So, I will always say Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate it, then, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, everything else. But many of you understand that, and yeah, this is not a drama channel. So, with shipping and handling, for Flash number 110, first appearance of Kid Flash, early Flash issue, I paid $291.70. So, this is a book I bought a couple of months ago, but, and it shows that I have some key issues that are still in boxes that I have not yet to open. And just to give you a hint of some of them, that's some of the books. I have a heck of a lot more because I want to make sure I always saved some just in case. And, I can't make videos every day sometimes, and especially on the weekends with being in the wagon wheel. So, there's plenty of books for me to do videos throughout 2020, which I cannot believe is happening. Yeah, true. Okay. Herbert says to you and your wife, a very happy Christmas. Thank you. The fact that you said Happy Christmas, I'm assuming you live overseas, because Happy Christmas tends to be something that people in Great Britain tend to say. So, Herbert, let me know if I'm correct with that assumption. But, anyway, here is the other box. Again, I have several of these because of the move that I made. We're still unpacking. That's the thing. It's not easy to do, especially when you're trying to get work and things like that, and trying to find where you are without getting lost. And I'm getting to the point where I'm not relying on the GPS as much. And yeah, Connie says this year went fast. I totally agree. Mr. Comic says, I say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. It says everything to me. It includes everyone. Nothing wrong with that. There is no wrong way. If you're wishing somebody kindness, even if you don't say it in the way somebody else prefers, it's the thought that counts. So, I don't worry about offending people when I'm trying to say something nice. If somebody gets offended, that's on them, not on me. Alright, so again, I don't know what's in here. So we're going to find out together. And I have several of these boxes. So what I might do for a while is I might do like a key unboxing, because I have plenty, as you saw, key books that I can open, and that's just some of them. And I have plenty of unmarked boxes that I just didn't have the time because of the move. And some of them I may have just forgot, or they got pushed aside because of all the boxes we had around here, especially when we first moved in. So we'll learn this together, and I'll see, hopefully, if they included an invoice. Otherwise, I can always look on eBay with the history. Alright, so this is obviously a comic book. Box in a box. Oh, there we go. I'm surprised I did not mark this one. Alright, so again, this is a lower grade book. I will have to look up the price. I don't want people to wait, but this looks like it's probably a 1.8 at best. Probably a 1.5 to a 1.8. But it is a key issue, and I know, according to me, I would have paid a lower price for this book. Oh, look at this. I opened right to the website, so I know on the page, because I already had a general idea of what time this was, because this was right around before I moved. So here we go. Let me put on the camera again. So you can see we have X-Men number 4. So I did not mark this book. This was purchased right about the time we were about to move. So I'm sure at that point we were just packing everything, getting ready to go, because this was purchased September 10th, and we left on the 15th. So that was right before we moved. So I'm sure I have a couple of boxes, and it shows there's even some key issues. Now you could see the top corner is missing. That's a pretty big chunk. And there is, you know, you could see there's a lot of spinal issues. But this is the first appearance of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, the first Quicksilver, and the first, oh geez, what the heck's her name? Oh, I'm having a brain fart. I'm sure you guys will tell me. Scarlet Witch, jeez. I had a brain freeze there. So I got it before anybody mentioned it. Yeah, so first Quicksilver, first Scarlet Witch. It would be awesome if they ever showed her costume with that face mask. But I don't think they'll ever do that. She's about to be getting her TV show. So this is definitely going to be a book that's going to continue to rise. Very expensive book, but you guys know me. I always get deals. And with this, I only paid $92 for this book. So even though it's a lower grade book, because like I said, this is probably a 1.5 to maybe a 1.8. Still, for that price, definitely not a bad book. I'm not sure if I would ever get this one graded. But for somebody, like I always say all the time, low grade is better than no grade. So it does have some problems along the bottom. This was definitely a well-loved book. Looks like somebody enjoyed reading it over the years and probably didn't store it correctly. But overall, except for that one piece, you know, it still presents pretty well. It is a key book, and definitely one I do not mind having, especially for the price. Because let's just look up what a 0.5 of this book would be, according to GoCollect.com. Now, of course, that is based on the CGC graded books. But like I said, if anything, it'll give a general idea of what the value is. And this book, in my opinion, has room to continue to grow and go up because of the fact that the Scarlet Witch is going to be having the TV show, and she's still going to be in the movies. So she's still going to be somebody that's going to be very relevant. So a 0.5. Now again, keep in mind this is based on Go Collect's graded CGCs, but a 0.5 of this book is currently valued at $230. A 1.5 would be $250, and a 1.8 would be $280. And if this ever made a 2.0, which I don't think it would, but you know, pressing could help straighten out a lot of the problems with the spine, a 2.0 is $400. So for me to get this for under $100, I think that is a good price. You know, again, there are many people that only want high-grade books, and, you know, if that's you, that's perfectly fine, because there is no wrong way. And the good thing is, if many people would say they would not collect this, well, that's probably the reason why I got this so cheap. So to get X-Men number 4 for that price, I cannot complain. And Nilot just did a super chat and gave a thumbs up. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Anytime anybody does a super chat, as soon as I see it, I want to make sure I give a shout out and a thank you, because I appreciate that kind of gesture. And it's definitely not something that's expected or mandatory here, but it is definitely appreciated. Connie says, in the Christmas spirit, let's hit that like button. Well, I appreciate that. So let me show the two books, and then I will do today's surprise subscriber shout out. And again, you don't have to be a subscriber, but I hope you will subscribe. And if you like this format where I actually show a box that I don't even know what it is, let me know in the comment section. And don't forget, if you can, speaking of Christmas spirit, if you want to be one of those kind people that likes to share, if you could share my link, and I'm just posting it now in the live chat, it's also in the description, to my website where I sell my comics and other items. I also make organic soaps and things like that. And the second link is the cashback program, where it's free to sign up. So please, if you've already signed up, you can also share it. And Nilot just did another super chat. Thank you. He says, nay out. Shows how bad I am with pronunciation, which I'm sure I messed that up as well. But he did say Merry Christmas. So those are the two books. We got X-Men number 4. That is the first Scarlet Witch. Can't believe I had a brain freeze on that. And the first Evil Mutants and the first Quicksilver. And the other book from the Silver Age. So technically these are both Silver Age keys. Was Flash 110. That is the first appearance of Kid Flash. So those are the two books. Let me know what you thought about it. Again, try and check out my channel tomorrow. I may do a video. I can't guarantee it. But if I can, I definitely will. Especially for people who may be like me that are no longer near their family. Or have to work or whatever. Or just want some extra time to spend with us. Come and check it out. I'll probably say I'm 80% sure I'll make a video, but I don't want to make any guarantees. So in the comment section, let me know what you think. I want to wish everybody a happy Christmas, a happy holiday. I will say that. And Happy New Year. And please, 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 when you are celebrating with your family or friends or co-workers or whatever, or even by yourself, please, if you've been drinking, do not be driving. We want to make sure everybody's safe so you can spend Christmas with your friends and family and loved ones every year. So thank you for watching. Let me do today's surprise subscriber shout out. And if you hit the subscribe button, we would love that. I don't know why I keep saying we when it's just me, but hey. Today's surprise subscriber shout out is going to go to Comic Mag Musings. And he says, hello gang. So we're going to do Comic Mag Musings as today's surprise subscriber shout out. Hopefully he was still here to be able to hear that. If not, maybe he'll check it on the rewind. But if anything, I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to comment. Always love your comments, even though I haven't been as quick to respond to them, because I'm definitely a lot busier now. I will do my best, so please forgive me if I take a couple of days or I might skip one or something. It's definitely not because I had a problem with anybody. It's just getting really busy. So you can see I'm all a mess. I just woke up a little while. Well, actually, I've been up since 7 o'clock in the morning. That's the weird thing also. I hope you have a safe holiday. I hope you get everything that Santa wants to give you. I hope you spend time with your loved ones. I hope you get yourself a comic or two. And after all, we want everybody to be safe. So I'm rambling at this point. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next video. Have a great day, everybody. Have a safe holiday. Peace out.